The Nintendo Switch launched on March 3rd, 2017, and since then has been consistently breaking sales records. It's currently sitting at 111 million units sold worldwide and is one of the best selling consoles of all time. But how did Nintendo manage to pull this off? Let's find out, as today we will be taking a look at the history of the Nintendo Switch from when it was codenamed NX all the way to the future. Also guys, I am so close to hitting 2k subscribers, so it would help out a ton if you could subscribe, and let's get on with the video.
Sunrise.
The year is 2015. Nintendo's current home console, the Wii U, had just been out for over 2 years, and things weren't going so well in the sales department. I bet you haven't heard that one before. At the time, it was sitting at 9.5 million units sold, even with many big hitters already being out, such as Mario 3D World, Smash 4, Mario Kart 8. Look, we all know why the Wii U failed. Its initial reveal left consumers confused, not knowing if this is a new console or a new controller for the Wii, and the launch lineup and launch year wasn't exactly very strong. Also, it took quite a few years to start getting some big hitters, and the overall marketing for this system was abysmal. If you go back and look at the old Wii U trailers, it always had children playing the system, putting off the more hardcore crowd because they just assumed this console was marketed around children, because that's exactly what they were being shown. However, in March of 2015, Nintendo would reveal the future for the company at a press conference, announcing a new platform codenamed NX. Not much else was said outside of the code name, the fact that it was going to be a dedicated games platform, and not to expect more details until another year. And just like that, the mysterious NX was born, and mysterious it was. Countless rumors and speculation videos and threads were posted online. The typical fake console mock-ups were everywhere, and it felt like 2010 again when I was looking up the Xbox 720 and the Wii 2 videos. But putting rumors aside for a second, what did fans actually want this system to be? Well, we just wanted to keep it simple. A good console that is powerful enough to run current gen games, has a good launch lineup, has a consistent flow of good first party games and third party games, and lastly, just be priced fairly. And honestly, that is just the formula for a successful console in my opinion. Throughout 2015 and 2016, the rumors continued. Remember this thing? Thank goodness this turned out to be fake, even though it was actually patented. Two things come to mind when I look at this thing: fingerprint magnet and scratches galore. The hype for the NX ramped up even more when Nintendo said that they would reveal more details that year. And as each month passed by, fans grew more and more frustrated, as it was clear that the Wii U was dead and the 3DS would probably soon follow suit. It was revealed that the NX won't be at E3 2016. Instead, the presentation would focus on Zelda Wii U, which was revealed to be coming to the NX as well earlier that year. But finally, on the 20th of October 2016, Nintendo posted that infamous tweet announcing that the NX would finally be revealed later that day. And what a trailer it was! We finally knew the name of this thing, the Nintendo Switch, and we were shown everything we needed to see. It starts off showing an actual adult playing this thing, so straight away it was clear the marketing department learned their lesson. We see Zelda on the TV, and then boom, he detaches the controllers, puts them on the Switch and pulls it out, confirming the Eurogamer leaks that this is indeed a hybrid system. Amazing! You can take AAA console quality games on the go. And throughout the trailer we see a handful of games like Skyrim, Mario Kart, a new 3D Mario, NBA 2K, Splatoon. We see that you can split the controllers off so two people can play split screen. We see a more traditional controller, that of course being the Pro Controller. What an amazing trailer. It was simple, straight to the point, and it worked. People were hyped. However, some were still a little skeptical. There were many questions that still needed to be answered. How long will the battery last? Will it get third-party support throughout the system's life, or will it be like the Wii U where it was only supported for a few years? How much will the console be? Luckily, we didn't have to wait that long for answers, as a press conference was held on the 13th of January 2017 where we found out a lot of new information. Straight away they revealed the launch date, the price, the online service, the fact that it had no region locking. Then they go straight into a hardware demonstration video where they make it crystal clear what this console was, how it works, and all of its features. The gimmick is reiterated throughout the entire press conference and even in trailers to this day, so that there is no confusion like there was with the Wii U. And fans were excited. The console looked great, it was fairly priced, it was launching with Breath of the Wild and 1-2 Switch. Alright, forget about that last one. Mario Kart, Splatoon 2, Xenoblade, ARMS, all in the first year. And to make things even better, the third-party support was also just as good. Just before the console released, it was absolutely everywhere. There were numerous hands-on events and it even appeared on the Jimmy Kimmel Show. Nintendo had ticked all of the correct boxes when it came to marketing this time. So all that was left to do was to launch this thing. Fast forward to March 3rd, 2017 and the Nintendo Switch finally launched, receiving positive reviews all around the board. Fans loved its launch title Breath of the Wild. Even though it was playable on the Wii U, everyone was picking up the Switch to be able to take this on the go. In the first week, the Switch sold 1.5 million units, beating the Wii U's 400,000 units in its first week. By the end of its first month, it was already at 2.47 million units sold, while Breath of the Wild was at 2.76 million copies sold. Yes, you heard that right. Breath of the Wild had an over 100% attach rate. Mario Kart launched late in April, Splatoon 2 in summer, followed by ARMS, Fire Emblem Warriors, countless third-party games, Mario Odyssey in October, and Xenoblade Chronicles 2 in December. The Switch was consistently breaking records throughout 2017 and finished off the year with 10 million units sold worldwide. It hadn't even been out for a year at that point and it almost outsold the Wii U's lifetime sales. It was clear the Nintendo Switch's first year was a huge success. They just needed to keep releasing big first party titles and continue to be supported by third parties. And thankfully the trend continued throughout 2018. The Switch had officially outsold the Wii U and reached 32 million units sold by the end of the year, doubling the lifetime sales of the Wii U. Smash Ultimate, Pokemon Let's Go, Kirby Star Allies all had released that year, and we knew that Animal Crossing and a traditional mainline Pokemon game were on the way. In 2019, 52 million units were sold worldwide and the Switch Lite was also revealed. Everything was going great. Every year the Switch was breaking more and more sales records, but little did we know that this was actually the calm before the storm, as the year 2020 was upon us and Animal Crossing had released and took over the entire planet for the first part of the year. Everyone was locked indoors with nothing to do. We needed a game to distract us from the current events in the world, and Animal Crossing was the perfect game for this. Also, with the Nintendo Switch already being out for 3 years at this point, there were plenty of other games to pick up as well, and the cheaper Switch Lite being available as well definitely helped out. 28 million units were sold in this year alone, pushing the Switch up to 84 million units sold. 3 years on the market and it had already outsold the Wii U, the GameCube, the Nintendo 64, the SNES, the 3DS, the Game Boy Advance, and it was on its way to outsell the juggernaut that was the Nintendo Wii. 2021 was another big year. The Switch OLED, Metroid Dread, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, Bowser's Fury, and much more had released, and the system was at 92 million units sold worldwide. And now we are in 2022. The Switch has officially outsold the Nintendo Wii and is currently sitting at 111 million units sold. And so far we've had some big releases such as Pokemon Legends Arceus, Kirby in the Forgotten Land, Mario Strikers, Xenoblade Chronicles 3, with Splatoon 3, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, Bayonetta 3 and much more on the way. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is currently sitting at 48 million copies sold, Animal Crossing 38 million, Smash Ultimate 28 million, Breath of the Wild 26 million, absolutely insane. The Nintendo Switch is currently in its 5th year and is still receiving huge first party and third party games and shows no signs of slowing down, with Breath of the Wild 2, Metroid Prime 4 and much more on the way. But let's talk about the future a little more. How long has the Switch got left? Well, with the Switch still receiving big releases this year and next, and the Mario Kart 8 DLC continuing until late 2023, I think it's safe to assume it will continue at least until 2024. And then it might be around the time where Nintendo start to reveal details for the next console, and while sales will naturally start to slow down in its final years, it will likely outsell the PS4 and the Game Boy towards the end of this year / early next year. But the question is, will it outsell the Nintendo DS and PS2, making it the best selling console of all time? Well, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Either way, when this generation is wrapped up, it will go down as one of the best generations for Nintendo, consistently breaking sales records with both software and hardware, a great console with great marketing and an awesome concept, being able to play games on the TV or anywhere you please, perfect for both single player and multiplayer, and consistently releasing top quality first party and third-party games. That is why the Nintendo Switch is and continues to be one of the most successful consoles of all time.
Sunrise.